Welcome everybody to the start of episode 5 of the Wolfenstein 3D walkthrough on the I Am Death Incarnate difficulty for the PC. I'm Jefferson Davis, and this is episode 5, Floor 1. When you start your first level of episode 5, grab the 2 ammo clips here, you're going to need them, and open up the door. Now be careful in this room, there are 2 guards and an SS officer. That's right, you're going to have to take care of an SS officer using just your pistol. But it's possible, it just requires, a little careful on your part. Grab his machine gun when you're done. Now there are 2 doors in this room, one on the left, one on the right. We'll open up the one on the right first. And in here, very reminiscent of your previous room, 2 guards and an SS officer. So deal with them both with your better weapon. Then grab all of the treasure. Don't forget that. There are 2 doors in this room. Open up the one on the left first. Doesn't matter which one you open, but I open up the one on the left first. Haha. Grab everything in this room and open up the other door now. Do the exact same thing as last time. Should be pretty simple. But before you exit this room, there is a secret on this eagle portrait here. Inside, grab all of the treasure. Oh, and the ammo too. We love ammo, it should boost you to 99. If you didn't waste a whole lot of shots, that is. So once you have everything, exit the secret room and this room. And then this room. And back out here, turn right and open up the door. Now this hallway is pretty long. What I do is I just rush out and shoot. It doesn't require a whole lot of skill, but, some skill is required in order to survive, or at least not take a lot of damage. We'll start at the very end of this long hallway, with the first door on the left. Now be careful. Fire into the room, but then duck to the side, then turn left and wait for that guard to come through that door there. Yeah, he likes to take pot shots at you, so make sure you nab him. Head into the room and open up this door. And the next door. And the next door. Be sure to fire quickly. There are many enemies. Or at least a few that are pretty powerful. There's the gold key. Be sure to grab it, as that's the reason why you came all the way back here. And then exit back into that long hallway. And go through the next door that the second guard came through. All there is just a few crosses and some ammo. Next door. Deal with the enemies. Oh, and the German Shepherd dogs. Inside the room, some treasure. Can't go wrong with that. Now this next door just takes you to the room you used to get to this room. So we'll skip it, and open up the last door here. A couple of guards. Alright, go ahead and open up this door now. And in here, carefully peek out, and try to kill that guard to the left or right. Doesn't matter which one you fire at, both will come for you eventually. Go through and do the same thing for this side. And once you have everyone dead, there are 3 doors here. Left, middle, and right. Face the door in the middle, then go into the alcove to the left, and here's your final secret of this map. It's finally got some health. Have you noticed that there were no health items up until now? And the chain gun. But for the sake of entertainment purposes, we'll just use the machine gun for the first 2 levels of this map. Alright, which door to open up first? The one on the left first will do. But yes, I will use only the machine gun for the first 2 levels of this map. Just for giggles, I guess. And to show it's possible to use just the machine gun. Anyway, kill the enemies and grab the stuff. Can't be that hard. Especially when you have the chain gun now. Which I'm not using. We'll skip the middle door for right now and come back the other way, and you'll see how we do it. We'll open up the door on the right for now. Be careful as you approach this first left area. Couple of enemies. Once they're dead, move on. Alright, now this door, right here, is the middle door. Remember? Yep, we made it back. Continue on. Be careful around that corner. You don't want to be unsuspected there. Open up the gold door. And you want to be, you know, stealthy in this room. Don't rush out. You might die. There are enemies stationed in each of the alcoves in the room. And if you simply wade out, you're going to get fired on from all directions. Systematically alert each one at a time, or as best as one at a time as you can, as sometimes it can be difficult. Like that. They're positioned in such a way where it's hard to actually alert one at a time. Alright, everyone is dead. We can now grab the ammo that they dropped and the treasure items. And if you took any damage, there are lots of dinners for you to grab. Open up the exit door and flip that exit switch. This map is not that hard. For an opening map, that is. Episode 4's starting map is more difficult than this one. Like I said about Episode 5, the maps are going to be more small, they're going to be more compact, as is evident from this map. Again, it's not that hard if you know what you're doing. A lot of the enemies like to wander around their room. They're not, like, stationed. They tend to move around in a circle in their room, which isn't terribly inconvenient because sometimes when you open up the door, they'll be right in front of you, and you can easily mow them down instead of having to wander in and alert them. The only tough spot, really, is the area in the long hallway, the first door you open, and then the second guard opens the second door and comes for you. That's really the only tough spot. The SS are fairly well spread, so it's not that hard. There are mainly guards in this map, so they're easily mowed down. And the officers are not that tough. You should have no problem with this map. Anyway, I'm out of here. We will pick up in, if I can talk right. We'll pick up in the next video in Floor 2. I'm Jefferson Davis, and yeah, I'll see you next time, and take care, everybody.